Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Sophia and today's pick a card general reading will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sorry, I totally lost my speech there. So just a quick note that this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with every Aquarius out there who clicks on this video. So don't freak out if the pile that you pick does not resonate. You can always pick another pile, especially if you were in between two piles to begin with and you decided to just go with one. Or you can of course click off this video and try and find another channel that has a similar reading. Again, this is general, so that means that the message was meant for somebody else and not for you, but I'm sure that there is a message out there somewhere on YouTube. There are thousands of tarot readers on YouTube that have some wonderful pick a card readings and channels, so you have many options. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and name our pile so we can get started. So here we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. This is Pyrite on top of pile number 2. I believe on top of pile, no, I think it's Tiger's Eye, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't remember. I can't believe I'm blanking on this. Anyway, yeah. And then on top of this pile, I actually don't know what this stone is either. I found this randomly in my room, so if anybody happened to know what this is, let me know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Tiger's Eye. Yeah, I was right. Sorry, I blanked before. But yeah, so take your time choosing your pile. Feel free to pause the video to take your time. There's no rush, and I will see you guys at whatever pile you choose, okay? And also make sure to choose based on intuition and not from sight. So please go with the pile that you feel very drawn to, not just to the pile that has the nicest crystal in your opinion or the prettiest crystal. Go with the one that you're really feeling drawn to, okay? So I will see you guys at your pile. Alright, so for my Aquarius friends who picked the Tiger's Eye, which is pile number 1, this message is for you. Let's see what you got. Also, thank you so much to all my Aquarius friends who have been waiting. I know it sucks to be chosen last. I do pick my cards at random, so thank you so much for being really patient, and I really hope that this reading resonates with you, whatever it is, okay? So you guys got 2 Wisdom Oracle cards, actually. 2 wanted to come out for you. So let's see what you guys got. So we have Come to the Edge, Exchanging Gifts, nice. Self-sufficiency. Sorry, I'm gonna have to overlap a little bit. I'm just gonna trying to make sure that everything gets in frame the first time around. Okay, Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups, the Sun, cool. The Empress. Ooh, the Emperor, interesting. And Ace of Cups. Ooh. Okay. Wow. This is actually a really nice reading, you guys. Wow, this is very positive. Wow. Okay. I'm definitely getting the sense that this is a romantic love reading for you guys. We have the Emperor and the Empress here, which I believe happened in another one of my zodiac sign videos. I do not remember which one. Wow, I wish I remembered. I feel like it may have been Taurus. So maybe you guys, if you have Taurus in your chart and you also pick the pile with this happening, that definitely means that something's going on, but maybe you know a Taurus. I have to double check on that. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, you guys, I feel like something really great in your love life is coming. I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know. We have the Ace of Cups here and the Emperor and the Empress. So this person coming in could be a twin flame, soulmate connection, divinely guided connection, because we do have the Emperor and the Empress here. And you guys are basically going to be like a power couple. And I feel like this is going to be like, I'm getting the sense that you may not know this person yet. it's going to be like a new abundance of love is what the Ace of Cups is talking about. So I definitely feel like this is new love coming in for you, and that's really exciting. But yeah, the Emperor and the Empress definitely talks about two people who are very in tune with each other, and yeah, so that's really great. And we also have the Sun card, so I feel like this is a definite, like, yes, like, this person, you are meant to be together. This is definitely something that's going to happen. We also have the Ten of Cups, which talks about like family happiness. So this person could be the person you're going to marry, or the person that you're going to start a family with, or this could be, you know, somebody that for family is very important, is on the agenda. So that's really cool. Sorry, I can't like pick up these cards. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the sense that you and this person are definitely soulmate to inflame material, but like lasting stuff. Sorry, my dog is like in the back making a lot of like ruckus, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, like definitely, like, you guys are probably gonna start a family together. If you guys already are in a relationship, then Spirit is saying maybe there's children on the way. So that might be something coming up if you guys are in committed relationships, and you've been trying or something, or you know, you've been trying to have kids, or you guys want to have kids. That's definitely in your future. And that also connects with like the abundance of love, like new love coming in, like new opportunities when it comes to love. That too can of course refer to children, like love for children. So that's like really exciting. And then of course with the Sun card, this is all just like affirming all of this. Like the Sun card also is like affirming your relationship. So yeah, like this is all like really great so far. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords is somebody who's a little cautious, who's kind of trying to protect her heart a bit. So if you guys aren't in a committed relationship already and you guys are single, for all my single Aquarius friends out there, I feel like Spirit is saying like it's okay to let love in. Especially I feel like for most of you, you guys have met somebody that you feel very connected to, like you feel this Emperor Empress energy together, like you feel like you're invincible with this person. And so I feel like you may be feeling a bit timid because maybe you're letting yourself get too like hyped up, and it's hard not to when you have all these wonderful cards. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, like this is a great opportunity for you, and this person could end up being the person that you have a family with. So you should definitely, sorry, I keep shaking the camera. You should definitely give this person a chance. I'm also getting this whole like take a risk message with this advice card from the Wisdom Oracle that says come to the edge. So I feel like for me this is like the Fool card type of the of this deck, like come to the edge. It's like take a risk, make yourself a little more open. I feel like you definitely see the potential with this person. If I feel like for a majority of you, you've already met this person. If you haven't, then you will in the near future. But you should definitely give this a chance and like open up a little bit. Like I know probably maybe in the past you've had some experiences that weren't the best, but I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, like come to the edge, like take a risk. You know, like this woman is dancing and there's all these petals and it's quite beautiful actually. But I feel like Spirit is saying definitely take this risk. And then we have the self-sufficiency card here, which I think is interesting, which I think is speaking mainly to my singles out there. I'm going to read this. It says, the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. Again, if you don't believe in God, then you don't have to you don't have to pay attention to the little blurb here. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source and I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. So again, if you don't believe in God, if you're not religious, then you can just ignore this. What I see with the self-sufficiency card is that I feel like for you singles, it's talking about this Queen of Swords. Like I feel like you're maybe somebody that feels they are okay being self-sufficient, like you're okay being single, like you're not really looking for anything, like you're kind of just okay being like quote unquote alone, like not in a relationship. But I feel like Spirit is saying that you should, just because you're in like a good space in your life, which I'm also getting from the Sun card too, I just feel like you guys are like okay right now, like you guys are in a good time in your life. Like even though everything's good, like you should still definitely take a chance on this really cool, strong connection that you're gonna have with this person, for sure. Like, because I think it's definitely gonna bring even more joy and happiness and stability into your life, for sure. And of course, you know, for my people in relationships, I feel like this is definitely talking about starting a family. From the first, my people who are in relationships, for my Aquarius friends who are in relationships, I feel like all of this is talking about how you guys have been trying to start a family. And so I feel like maybe in the past you guys have been having trouble and you're trying not to get your hopes up, but I feel like Spirit is trying to say no, like it is going to work out for you, and there's no need to just close yourself off to possibilities, is like the overarching theme of this reading, for sure. Because there is new love coming in. There's going to be opportunities for new love, and you should definitely take the risk and continue to try to open yourself up to that. And it's interesting because then we have here exchanging gifts. So I feel like this is also just like, this is a really cute like advice card to me. I feel like for my singles, like I feel like this person is probably going to be somebody very generous and giving, and it might not be something that you're used to. That's just like a message that I just got. Like I just feel like a lot of you are, you know, I feel like all the my single Aquarius people who are watching this are a bit guarded, which is kind of an Aquarius trait. Like you guys are a bit guarded and shielded off and a little cold, but I feel like this person is going to bring something out in you, because then it's interesting because we have this fairy just popping out of the box, and then we have the little cat here. So even like the imagery of this card is a bit like showing that like this person might open you up and open up your heart, and I feel like they're going to evoke something new in you, for sure, that's going to make you very happy. I think it's like there's a lot of happiness coming your way, for sure, for both my singles and for my my Aquarius friends who are in relationships. If you are in a relationship, it's definitely a power couple relationship, and you guys have been trying for a family, and Spirit is definitely saying it's going to work out for you, but don't, you know, like you should just keep trying and take risks and do whatever you have to do, and don't give up hope, and because it will come, like that love for a family, it will come to fruition, for sure. And then for my singles, of course, like I think Spirit is definitely saying to take a risk with this person, because you will have that power couple relationship with each other, and this could be the person that, you know, like you could start a family with them. Like you guys have a really great future ahead, okay? And again, like you may be feeling like, oh, I don't need anybody, like I'm okay on my own, and you know, you might come off as cold, but this person is definitely gonna come in, and you should definitely take the risk, and is what Spirit is saying. You should definitely try with this person, and it'll be worth it, and they're gonna, I think, like shower you with affection and gifts, and really open you up to new things, and kind of open up your heart too, because I definitely get the sense that a lot of you are a bit closed off, so to say. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for my pile number 1 Aquarius friends. Thank you so much for joining me today and for watching this video. Please comment down below if it resonated, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, for my Aquarius friends who picked pile number 2 with this piece of pyrite on the top of the deck, of the shuffled like deck of cards, this message is for you. Let's see what you got. Chaos and conflict. Okay, let's not freak out before we see anything. Patience, interesting. 8 of Swords. Okay. 7 of Cups. All right. 9 of Coins. Judgment. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys got 4 of the Golden Tarot. Usually I do 3, but 4 wanted to come out for you guys. Then we have Page of Cups, High Priestess, and Justice. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, of course, we have the Judgment card and we have Justice. So Judgment and Justice are two different cards, both in the Golden Tarot and the Rider-Waite Tarot, but they're very, very similar. So I feel like there's definitely been some kind of like judgment that's had to be made on your part. I feel like it's interesting because it definitely goes with this Seven of Cups and Eight of Swords. So I feel like you guys have recently or are still in this kind of Eight of Swords mentality where you're still trying to you're kind of trapped, you're feeling kind of trapped in something, like you're overthinking something, you're confused about something, something's definitely on your mind and that's troubling to you, and I feel like you have to make a decision. I'm getting the sense that this definitely has to do with being mistreated, like you feel like you're in a situation where you need to make a decision about how the best way to deal with the situation is, because whatever the situation you guys are in, it's very confusing. It's making you, you're thinking about it a lot, but you're stuck in this like bad mentality basically. Like this is like about feeling trapped in your own head. So I feel like that you're feeling trapped because you're really trying to make a decision about something very confusing and like conflicting and complicated. And I feel like justice needs to be served. I don't think it has been served yet, but I feel like you want there to be justice. Like you want there to be justice in this situation, whatever it may be. And you're really trying to make that decision for yourself, and it's kind of causing you to be in this state of like overthinking, overanalyzing, but it almost makes sense because the Seven of Cups does talk about confusion, about a lot of different options, a lot of different things to think about. So it almost makes sense. I mean, being in the Eight of Swords state is not fun, obviously. I mean, she's surrounded by all these swords and she's blindfolded and it's almost like torturous, but it's interesting to see that, there's this space in between the swords, so she can always get out of that mentality if she chooses to, and I feel like that's what the Judgment card is trying to say. Like, you're trying to make that decision, and it's something that requires a lot of thinking and a lot of thought, because this is a complicated situation, whatever it is, and you want there to be justice. I think you want there to be justice, and it's interesting, too, because we have the High Priestess here. We have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess talks about somebody reaching their higher self. So I feel like you are consciously trying to reach this sense of self, like like a higher sense of self, like to really know what it is that you want. Okay, like you really want to know, like you're reaching a heightened sense of intuition about this situation. I feel like you're uncovering a lot more information about whatever the situation is, which also kind of adds to this Eight of Swords mentality. But it's interesting because, like, for me, this Eight of Swords and this High Priestess kind of not contradict each other, but they're like kind of the opposite for me, because the Eight of Swords is somebody who really can't make up their mind, somebody that's overthinking it, while the High Priestess is very sure of herself, has very good intuition, is like knows things before they happen. So I feel like you have already a sense of what it is that has to be done, and I definitely get that with the Judgment card, but I feel like you're almost afraid to do it now, because like I feel like this, again, the situation that you're in is kind of complicated. Like there's a lot of different factors to this situation, and there's a lot to think about, but I feel like at the same time already. Like I think Spirit is trying to definitely say, like, trust your intuition about the situation, and make sure that there's justice. Like make sure you get the justice you deserve, like the justice that benefits you. Okay, like I definitely feel like that's what Spirit is definitely trying to say, especially with this High Priestess and this Justice card. Like I feel like Spirit is saying you already know what you have to do. You already know the decision you have to make in terms of deciding what to do about this situation. You're just definitely like probably overthinking it when you already know the answer. Okay, and it's interesting because we have a Page of Cups here. So the Page of Cups always, whenever there's a page, we talk about there's some kind of news. And it's interesting because the Page of Cups is like the Page of Love, so there's love news. I don't really know how that connects. This could be about love for sure, or it could mean that somebody that you love, somebody close to you, somebody that knows about the situation will bring some news to light that will make it easier for you to make a decision, for sure. I think somebody close to you, somebody that you love, is going to bring some news to you that will make it very easy for you to make a concrete decision about what to do, and it might bring you out of this Eight of Swords mentality, for sure. And then I think it'll bring harmony, because we have the Nine of Coins here. So I definitely think it's going to bring harmony, and it's going to also make you feel like it's going to make you feel reassured that your intuition was right. Like, I feel like Spirit definitely wants you to know that your intuition is right, because the Nine of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles, talks about, like, you're okay with being on your own, like you're okay standing alone. So I feel like whatever news that you get from this loved one, it's definitely going to make you more sure of yourself, and it's going to bring you like internal harmony. Like, this is like definitely like the aftermath of this Eight of Swords. So you're going to reach wow, I can't, like, mixing up all my cards. Like, you're going to be able to reach this Eight of Swords. You're going to be able to get out of this Eight of Swords mentality after getting whatever reassurance you need, and then realizing that your intuition was right and making the right judgment call is definitely going to make you feel a lot safer, secure, sure of yourself, and just bring some, like, harmony. And it's interesting because here we have the chaos and conflict, and usually, like, these are advice cards, but I feel like Spirit is saying, like, I think chaos and conflict at this point is unavoidable. So maybe the reason why you don't want to say what you have to say, and you're so unsure of whatever decision you have to make about this, is because it's going to cause some conflict. So I think that actually is why you're afraid of your intuition, because I definitely am getting the message that you're not trusting your own intuition, and that's why you're in this Eight of Swords mentality. But I feel like that's because that what you have to say, or what your solution to this conflict or to this thing is going to cause this thing. Like, this situation is going to cause chaos and conflict, and you don't want that. But I think what Spirit is trying to say is that the only way that this is going to be solved for you, like, for you to feel better about all of this, is for you to just trust yourself. Like, as hard as it is sometimes people just need to hear things they don't want to hear. And even though it might cause chaos and conflict with the people around you, it's definitely going to make you feel better that you said what you had to say, that you solved the issue, even though it's not to the benefit of everybody else. Okay? And then we have patience here, which I think is interesting. So I feel like with the patience card, which I'm going to read, it says, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Yeah, for sure. So I feel like, again, like, these two go very close. These two go close in hand. Like, I feel like Spirit is saying, like, have patience afterwards. Like, have patience that everything is going to work out. And again, I feel like this is Spirit encouraging you to just say what you have to say. Like, say what you have to say. Trust your intuition. Judgment does have to be made. A decision does have to be made about this Seven of Cups situation. And it has to be made for your own sake, because you're in this Eight of Swords mentality, which I'm sure is very draining for you. And the only way to get out of that is to just say what you have to say, serve the other person the truth, because your intuition is right. and it's going to bring you inner peace, which I think is the most important part. So in a way, Spirit is also saying, like, put yourself first in this situation. Like, I know it's going to suck to have chaos and conflict for a little bit, but I feel like Spirit is also saying, like, if you don't, like, accept that this is what it's going to be, then you're never going to be able to reach this 9 of Coins energy, and you're going to be stuck in this 8 of Swords. And you do have all that you need. Like, I feel like if you don't already have a lot of information on how to solve this problem, you will soon, and it's going to make it very hard not to, like, solve this issue, even though it's going to cause chaos and conflict. So yeah, so overall, just say what you have to say, even though it might cause some discomfort, and you're going to be able to reach inner peace, and that's going to be more rewarding for you. And Spirit is also saying not to worry, that this is only temporary, and just to be patient, and everything is going to work out in the end, even if not in the moment. Okay? Alright, so thank you to my pile number 2 Aquarius friends. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please comment down below if it resonated, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Okay, so for my Aquarius friends who picked pile number 3 with this unknown crystal, brown crystal, I'm really not sure what this is. I just, again, found it randomly in my room, but it's really pretty, if it will focus. Anyway, sorry, it's not really focusing. But yeah, this message is for you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, round and round. Flexible. Okay. Travel. Interesting. Ace of Swords. 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Interesting. Page of Wands. Lots of wand energy. King of Swords. And 8 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. So one of the, sorry, this is not all in frame, I just realized that, so sorry if things are, like, overlapping for now. Interesting. I definitely feel like you guys have been waiting for something with this 3. This 3 of Wands keeps sticking out to me. I feel like you guys have been, like, not even, like, waiting. I feel like you guys have been searching for something. Yeah, I feel like you guys have definitely been searching. I mean, the 3 of Wands talks about somebody waiting for their ships to come in, but I definitely am getting the sense that you guys have more been searching. And it's interesting because we have the 6 of Wands here. Now, the 6 of Wands talks about success, like returning, like here in the, sorry, like my camera's having a lot of trouble focusing today. So the 6 of Wands talks about, like, a victory. So, like, coming back from battle, as you can see in the illustration here from the Golden Tarot, like, it definitely talks about coming, like, finding victory. So I feel like that's what you've been searching for, almost. Like, I feel like you've been searching for the 6 of Wands energy, for sure. Like, I feel like you're looking for some kind of reassurance, some kind of victory of some sort. And we have the Ace of Swords here. It's interesting. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the King of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords, you know, whenever we have an ace, it talks about new beginnings. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords, we're talking about, like, communication. We're talking about new modes of communication. And so I feel like it's interesting because I feel like you've been very vocal about what it is that you're searching for. But I feel like you guys have almost been, like, searching for the wrong thing, almost. Like, that's the message that I'm getting. Because I feel like you guys have been really searching for the success. But I feel like you guys are going to get some news soon about, some positive news about what's coming. Like, positive news about what it is that you're looking for. Yeah, this is, like, interesting. I am getting this, like, I feel like you have been very vocal about what it is that you want. Like, I feel like you're almost searching for like new opportunities in some way, like like something communicative. Like, I don't know, because we have the Ace of Swords and we have the King of Swords. So I feel like you guys are naturally, I feel like the King of Swords is you guys. So you guys are like naturally very upfront people, and you're very vocal about what it is that you want. And you've been striving, like you've been searching and waiting for this. You know, I feel like you've been going, again, like I think you've like been traveling. Like you've been traveling a lot. Like you've been traveling far and wide. It sounds like a fairy tale almost. Like you've been traveling like far and wide for something. Like you've definitely been traveling for some kind of like answer. I feel like this is all very like philosophical. Like I feel like you guys, like, this is all very philosophical and like not something like material. Like I feel like you guys have been searching for something deeper, like something more meaningful. I feel like you've almost been searching for purpose. Like you've been very vocal about everything, and I feel like you've just like you're waiting and searching for something that's, and traveling almost. I feel like you guys travel a lot. I'm gonna read this. It says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting this. Like, again, whenever I've gotten the travel card, I think twice in other readings, and it's definitely like, again, when I read this blurb, I interpret it more as like a internal journey, like a journey of self-discovery. And so I definitely feel like that's what you guys like are doing. Like I feel like you guys have been on this like self-discovery journey is what I'm definitely getting, and you've been very vocal about it. Like you've been very open about it. You could travel going around, like I feel like whatever job you have, it definitely has to do with communications for sure. Like something in communication, because we do have the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. And for me, like the swords as a suit talks about communication. So definitely something like that. And you guys, like, you've been like searching for something. And you've been putting in a lot of work. Like you've been putting in a lot of work to this. Like I feel like you guys travel a lot for work too. I feel like that's also what it means. But yeah, you guys have definitely like been putting in a lot of this internal work, but also like external work. Like this man is obviously doing like physical labor, so I feel like that has to do with this like travel. So I feel like it's I feel like with the travel card in this sense, it's talking about both like literal travel and then like you're on a self-discovery journey quite literally. And I feel like you guys have just been like very open about this. I feel like you probably are people who have gone through something pretty dramatic in your life, and you're just like going on this open journey. I mean, it sounds so random, but I feel like you guys are almost like one of those YouTube channels of like, you guys maybe have a YouTube channel where you like vlog like all of these journeys that you take. I don't know, like that's just the vibe that I'm getting. It's really weird. Like this is a very like interesting spread here, like for sure. And I'm just like, I'm just getting a lot of like, I feel like Spirit just wants you to know that like, if you haven't yet, like there's gonna be some great journey that you're gonna take that's gonna change your life. Like I feel like, I know it sounds crazy, but like that's what I'm getting. This is all like very dramatic. I think also Spirit is saying with these two cards, like you're, whatever it is that you're searching for or waiting for, like you're gonna find it. Like whatever answer you're seeking, you're gonna find it. Because we have these two advice cards here, and it's interesting because like I think like round and round, it is referring to the fact that you've been doing this for a very long time. Like you've been on this journey, like you've been on this like journey of self-discovery and hard work and communicating with all these different people and traveling. And I feel like you're gonna find what you're looking for. Like you're definitely gonna find what you're looking for, even though it's been like something that's maybe you feel like it's just a never-ending thing where it's a cycle and you're not really sure what it is that you're doing anymore. But I feel like Spirit is saying with this flexible card, which I feel like is the most important card in this whole spread, is that I think Spirit is saying, like, be flexible and be open to new experiences, for sure. Like, I feel like you guys are already people who do a lot of communicating with a lot of different people, and you're all about starting new and starting fresh and finding new people and new experiences. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, like, just keep being flexible, travel, whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever answer it is that you're looking for, like, you will find victory. You just need to be open, work hard, be open to new people. I feel like that's what the Page of Wands is also signifying. Like, be open to new people and their ideas, communicate. I feel like you guys are already big communicators, but continue to communicate, and don't get discouraged by the fact that, you know, like, you guys have been doing this for a long time and maybe you haven't found what it is that you're looking for yet. But I feel like Spirit is saying it's coming, like, it's gonna come. You just need to be flexible. And all the things that you're searching for will come to you, okay? Because I feel like you guys have a lot going for you, like, as people. Again, like, I'm seeing, like, lots of communication, lots of open communication, being open to meeting new people, being upfront and direct about what it is that you want, what you're looking for. You know, you work hard, you travel, like, you're doing this self-discovery thing. Yeah, this is really interesting. I feel like the people, my Aquarius friends who picked pile number 3, you guys are really fascinating people. So yeah, so just remember to be flexible, okay? Be flexible in life, and you will find success. So yeah, thank you so much for my pile 3 Aquarius people. I hope that resonated. Let me know down in the comments if it did, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.